Welcome, welcome, welcome to this random public stream. I do have a chat open, so if you happen to be in here in the first 11s, I don't know why I would even talk to nobody in the room. I'm just going to get started, and then I'll talk to you as though you're watching this on a recording later on. So I'm third person. I make music. I'm in my studio right now. As you can see, we're setting up the stream, and I've got two microphones. This one right here is the Sure. And that's the Rode, which is also picking up great. So this is the loud mic, but this room mic should still be picking up on things. Hopefully the sound is working okay. It sounds like there might be some room noise just looking at these lines on the screen, but I'm not sure. I can't hear the monitor. What I have is this Game Boy Color, and I've had this since I was about 12 years old, so I'd say this is a 25-year-old-ish device. It's my birthday this week. And in here, we've got our Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, this cartridge. Now, what's really interesting about my life is that I currently live in my hometown. I bought a house here again. And so this cartridge and this Game Boy Color were both bought within 5 to 10 miles of here, too. I just think it's cool, like when a sense of place puts a patina of sorts onto an item. I call that a space funk. Not really, that's not true. But I'm feeling around back here to find input 4 because I did some research yesterday in my studio space. Behind me, if you look closely, you can see that there is just the edge. Above that elephant, there's the edge of a white piece of paper. And this white piece of paper here is actually a diagram, and it's a diagram for my interface, which has all of these inputs on the front and back. And so sometimes I'll go over there and I'll stand in the corner, I'll study the interface. There's really no corner in here, it's like rounded, but I'll study the interface until I'm confident that I'm going to plug into the right place. So let's get into Ableton. My idea is I'm gonna try to use audio from my video game as a vocoder source. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but I do believe that this is the vocoder notes source, which is keyed into input 4. One other thing that I want to have on the screen, though, is our little visualizer overlay, which I think is about to fire up just now and give us a great little... Yeah, that's nice. Just a little something, little visual stim. Something to keep the eyes busy if we're in between moments and we're starting to get a little bored at home. Okay, so let's do a sound check. Let's turn this on now that we're monitoring and now that it's plugged into the headphone and see if we can get any levels. It doesn't look like it. External in 4. There's no... I don't have any sort of line on 4. So I'm going to actually go into my preferences and make sure that I have a 4 in my inputs. Audio input config. I do have 3 and 4. Maybe if I turn it up all the way. Check, check. I know that mic has taken some signal. Did I even get a pop when I plugged something in? Like I might not be plugged into the right thing right now. That's my main guess. The microphone in the room hears it happening better than the... Nope. Let me try 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll try to push this button in. Turn it back on. Hang on a second. Down is up and up is down, so that's the first thing. Because I had the audio on mute. This is what I'm trying to have it play. Now we have something. Just a tiny bit of something, but something I saw. I saw. There's a little green on there. I know what I saw. Let's listen in. Maybe it's like not. I really don't know what to do. I guess I could try to. Yeah, okay, yeah, I could try this. I have another input already set up for this. I'm trying to design too much into my process. I was thinking about this as a new source that I had to integrate instead of like thinking about it in terms of other things, because I do that, I overcomplicate, and I sometimes undercategorize. And so the category I needed to think of was, this is a 3.5 in, and I already have one of those going into my 5/6 inputs. So we'll declutter the space. We'll use this instead, which is right in front of me and readily at hand. I've got this tripod here, it's getting in my way. And that's like the second time I've had to like move it around. I always have to stay a little bit less decluttered than I think I need to in my immediate area. Now this should give me something on 5 and 6. I'm actually going to turn it all the way off, and then I'll slowly turn it up. And right away. Sick. Third person. All right. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Okay, and then this audio gets turned all the way down. And then this audio has a vocoder source that it can detect there. And this is maxed out. And I think I'm not sure. I've got to figure out how to get sound back through my ears and from my vocal. Check 1 2, check, check. Ooh, it works. This is cool. Third person. Cool. So let's figure out how to refine this. Like, I don't know what any of these things do. Check 1 2, check, 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 check. Ooh. Very cool. Turn the sound up on this just a little bit. Third person, 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 vocoder experiment. Do. Cool. So it's like, essentially this has been a successful experiment, and now we're just working on refining the results. What if the depth number goes up? Check 1 2, check, 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 check 1 2, check 1 2 3 4 5 6. Oh, so the depth is like how much of the modulator's amplitude envelope is applied to the carrier's signal. At 0%, the envelope is discarded. At 200, only high peaks will be used. So this is like a more sensitive version, but it also hits more of the original notes. And then here, it's not really keeping any of the interesting. So it's like figuring out how to do teamwork. Formant. Check 1 2, 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 maybe. And here's the other thing I'm thinking about. If I can get some kind of, first of all, let me sample this. And then if I have a sample that I can like repeat and play on repeat, I'll have the ability to control more. I might wait until the next time it comes around to fully do this. That gives me plenty of headroom. 3.3, how about it? Alright. The song goes so hard still. This is big, like, singing a melody to yourself while you do dishes in the morning vibes. Boom, boom. This is so cool. Just that part right there would be very cool to sample for a beat at some point. Oh, you know what? I'm going to help with the dog. My partner just woke up, so I'm going to help out with morning things. But now that I've got this in, I'll have a good vocal source for the vocoder. So I'm going to let this ride at home, but I'll sign off from you for now.